What's going on? Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory, guys, where we are live here on the stream. So if you got time, I know it's late. It might be morning wherever you're at in the world, but come on down here, guys. We are doing a live stream as per request. We're taking your comments and concerns live here on the channel, so come on down and make it a thing. Make it a thing. Make it a thing here. So, it looks like we're going to be going without the screen because I kind of just jumped on here. And, you know, we don't have the, it's like we might not have the ability to introduce you to the live stream. But we will try, guys. We will try. So, guys, if you're not subscribed, check us out here. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, let us know. You know, let us share the video and, you know, let us know. And looks like we are going to be going without the comments here, guys. But let's talk. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're doing well. I'm lost at words right now, honestly. The prices are down. You know, and it seems like every step we take one step forward and what two steps back. It seems like so. You know, nothing to be too concerned about, guys, but we're gonna have to go without the charts for this live stream just because the OBS is failing on me here tonight. So, guys, you are live here on the channel, so I know we're kind of all over the place here because I'm just sitting down here, guys. I just just got on here and wanted to you know, do my little online thing here before I start my little day, I guess you'd say. My evening here. So I guess that's the crypto market, guys, a black screen, because that's kind of what it seems like, right? Nothing really going on here. So we will carry on. I'm trying to get this thing working here, guys, but it's looks like we're going without the screen here. So let's just talk, guys. Let's just have a conversation tonight. I don't really feel like doing a live stream. Well, why'd you come on if you don't feel like doing it? Well, guys, I wanted to come on. I wanted to say hi. I mean, it's a time of need. It'd be weird if I didn't come on here at this point in time, just because, you know, the prices are down so much. I mean, they're not on the screen, but you know, we've lost probably 30% in the last week. And it's kind of making me rethink, did we go wrong somewhere? Did we do something, you know, with these coin picks? You know, there's some people that are, you know, benefiting on the coins, but here on the channel, guys, the prices have significantly dropped. And that's not as concerning as maybe the people that were part of the coins seems to have gone as well, and that's probably the worst part about it, guys, is because the communities are dwindling, right? There's not as many. I noticed people like shout outs to Jay. I saw you in the chat the other night. That was great seeing you in there. But like a lot of the people, like, I mean, of course, Mr. Fool and Alan have been coming in and saying hello, but I feel like a lot of the community has kind of died off, per se, right? I think we had a good bit of people join the community, and maybe the prices didn't really go their way, and now they're gone. But you know, you take this stuff one day at a time, guys. I mean, I wasn't expecting, you know, these significant downfalls, but you know, the economy and things are in crypto are not always going to be good. You know, that's just life. You know, there's 24 hours in a day. I waste pretty much most of my hours looking at crypto prices, and that's my own fault. I should have been doing more action steps to get in these coins, and now that they've dropped, it's just it's not good or bad. It's just bad if you're not buying. And now that I haven't been buying, and now the prices have dropped, and I've pretty much been liquidated out of my entire crypto bag. We're starting over mentally from scratch, and you guys know that's not really 100% accurate, but you get what I'm saying, right? Because this is the mindset that I'm gonna have to have if I'm going to make it, right? I'm not gonna make it living off a hope and dream crypto portfolio. It's not. The minimum is several million. Okay, that is the minimum, and I say that because that's the goal I'm going for, guys. I'm not going for, 100 grand or 200 grand or 300 grand. I've had that amount of money at one single time, and the coin the coin percentages and things like that are relatively the same. So it's not really so much those those small dollar amounts. It's more, we need to stop worrying about where the coin prices are at. We're not, I don't think a lot of people here on the channel, and I might be talking to myself, which is fine. We do that here on the channel as well. But looking around for water just because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to do an entire stream, but we'll go for it. I don't think I have water in here. So, oh, here we go. So let's take a pause. We'll talk. We'll finish this up, and I'll go do my thing, and you guys will do your thing. Which it's almost 11 o'clock here, so my thing will be going to bed. So hopefully everybody will get a good night's rest or start their day off properly with the channel. So the thing was, guys, is prices have gone down. I'm not going to sit here and act like a big shot. I mean, because I'm not, guys. I lost most of my money, and now that the prices are down and I've pretty much liquidated all my positions, that's it. There's no other way unless I just want to throw in the towel. So if you're asking yourself, am I? The question is no, of course not. But we have to self-reflect, or we won't be able to make improvements for what we need to do next, right? Because if we're just complacent with the current positions, complacent with the current portfolio, it'll be just that, the current portfolio. So we've basically discontinued the portfolio for now. The new portfolio that we're doing is going to be hopefully starting here soon. I mean, I'm already almost 2 weeks late on it, right? It was last month on the 20th, and it's the 3rd, all right? But to be fair, I just started getting paid from my job and shit like that, so it was all going to be assumed. Like I told you, my car broke down a few times. Things happen. Wham. Nobody cares. My point is that costs, several $1,000s just to fix that, more than the car's worth. But, we sit here tonight and reflect on some of this stuff, and we don't feel like we're in a bad spot. We're actually glad that we have gotten working again, getting, money coming in for once, and, not fixating on trying to live above our means anymore with too many difficulties and challenges keeping us from the ultimate goal, which is investing, right? That's what we want to be. We want to be investing in stuff at least on a weekly basis. If we want to take short-term positions and, use leverage, maybe, allocate some money to that as well. If we can get the money and the income coming into what we need, which is, like I said, I want to be making at least 150 grand a year. Which, some people will laugh at that number. I know that we're going to get people, oh, well, dude, I make 10 million. Why am I listening to you? I don't know why you're listening to me, guys. I couldn't tell you that. But we want to get a steady income, because a steady income regardless of what that income is, as long as you have extra money outside of your immediate, living expenses, right? You can invest money. So you don't have to think of it. Yeah, sure. Would I love to make $1 million a year and be a fat cat billionaire, of a company, working with a $1 million salary a year? Yeah, who wouldn't? But I'm not going to tell you guys that that's the goal, because that's an unrealistic goal right this second. Because you have to crawl before you can walk, guys. You don't just fucking go from rolling around to just jumping up and doing Olympic style speed walking, right? It just doesn't happen. You literally have to take a step by step approach to stuff. And I told you guys last month that the step that needed to be taken for me was, getting an income again, right? Getting some form of income again. I mean, I haven't worked, guys, in fucking 2 years. Okay, so just these gig jobs don't really count as work, guys. I mean, I've literally just been stationary, with my measly crypto portfolio that's basically nothing now. And that's my fault. I made a mistake. That that I take full responsibility for, because I should have been working the entire time. And it just, the income is probably a fourth of what I made the last couple years ago. So like I said, guys, it's, for me, it was taking that step. So for you guys, if you're already making, maybe you're already making 150,000 a year, 250,000 a year. Well, maybe it's time for you to start a business, or start your own thing. So I don't look at stuff, guys, like I have to make a certain amount, but there is a certain minimum amount that I need to make, right? It's not like, oh, I'm not going to be satisfied until I make this. I'll never be satisfied with whatever I'm making. I will probably stay dissatisfied until I can, until it's just going up, until the the income is growing all the time. Every day forward is a move towards a higher amount of income coming in. So it doesn't really matter if I'm shooting for 150 grand at first, and then I'm making 1 million. I'm still going to have that same approach all the way up indefinitely. There's no point that I get satisfied. So for me, the first step is 150 grand a year within the next year and a half. So I'm going to try different stuff, and try to get that income up to that level. That way I have the ability to literally invest like 2,000 or more, a week, right? Or however much it breaks down to, where I get to invest. I'm not gonna live above my means. I'm not gonna, if I'm making a lot more, doesn't mean I'm gonna spend a lot more. I'm not gonna go buy a fucking brand new fucking M3 BMW. It's just, I want to have that income coming in. That way I can start making investments, and making those investments are really, what will propel you into that next level. Because if I can get 150 grand in some different investments, then yes, that can turn into $1 million fairly quickly if you make the right investments, especially in crypto. And that's where probably, I would say, 75% or more is going to go into, and the other 25% will be spread out, between very, very high risk, options trading and futures trading and leverage crypto trading. Because if you do hit on those, you're going to be getting that 25% that you're risking and most of the time losing. There might be a chance that you hit that, and at that point, that 25% of whatever your ongoing investments every week are, or however much I decide to invest, if that does hit, that will propel the crypto bag potentially higher than the more, the other 75% I'm investing, right? The 25% could propel me, to all-time highs in terms of portfolio stuff, just by simple luck. That's why I want to have at least 150 grand a year. That way I'm able to, make proper investments. Because if you're just making enough, guys, to pay your fucking normal stuff, there's no way you're ever going to get ahead, ever. And that's been the problem, is like, I got ahead for a few years, Had a few good years, had a few bad years. Now it's time to have a few good years and then hopefully have less bad years with my income. So um, that's kind of a recap for the last, I don't know, what, a month? I think I've been at this job almost, I think this is my third week, something like that. So, and my bills are significantly less. I mean, my bills are way less than they were, and hopefully, my car will just be a car and stop, breaking and stuff. But most likely not. Cars and stuff, they all break. So those are just costs you're gonna have to deal with. At least I'm having to deal with. But like I said, it's a little weird when you're repairing a car that costs more than the car is actually worth. And that's another thing I've learned too is when you look at stuff from an investment standpoint, I'm never gonna buy a new car anymore, like ever. Like even though I've bought in cars used, they've been relatively new. Okay, so from now on, if I buy a car, I'm gonna buy a car that's like 7 or 8 years old when it's basically worth nothing. And at least that way, when I repair it, I know I'm gonna have to put probably the cost of the car in repairs. The first couple years I get it until it runs fucking perfect. But you learn this stuff, guys. I mean, I wanted to drive nice stuff and nice cars and live in nice fancy apartments and shit, but it's still an apartment. It's still a fucking depreciating car. It's still a fucking, you like, do I need all that stuff? No. Like, can I drive an old BMW? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to drive a Toyota Camry. It's just not what I want to drive, but I don't need to be driving like a new like new stuff, new stuff, new stuff. The only stuff I need new is basically nothing I can think of at this current moment. Because as you guys see, when you're on here on the channel, we talk about the same stuff that we need to get, but if I'm not getting those things, then I'm pretty much just treading water per se. So that is kind of what is going on here, guys. Obviously, that has a direct effect on my portfolio, and my goal really with my portfolio is to build it up. Is to really build the portfolio up on here on the channel. I mean, I'll let you guys know when I buy and like what I'm buying, but I'm not going to show you guys my portfolio like we did before because I want to get my portfolio up there really fast. And if there's time, if these prices like dump next week or the next couple months, that gives me fucking a couple months. That gives me a couple months, which is great. Because a lot of times, like, you just go to do these things and shit happens. My fucking front brake system failed completely on my car, and that set me back a little bit. The fucking what else happened? The radiator fucking blew up on my car. The FN module, like, and if I had to fix this, stuff locally, if I didn't have a local mechanic down here, I'd be even more fucked because that would have been like $4 grand worth of shit in the last 2-3 months. So little stuff adds up. I've noticed that too, obviously, as I was living so fucking far beyond my means that shit was adding up quicker than I could count. And that's a problem. I was in denial about it. And I don't need fancy stuff. I need old piece of crap BMWs that burn fucking 12 miles to the gallon, and I want to have money to fix my car and put fucking gas in my car. Of course you're gonna put gas in your car, but you see my point. Like I don't need fancy new payment financed bullshit is what I'm saying. And probably, to be fair, neither do people watching this channel. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you want to have that monthly payment each month, and you want to, drive a nice car with a warranty, and be able to take it to the dealership to get it fixed and all that. But I don't need that shit anymore, guys. My life is well, for one, I mean, I can't afford it, so that's the main reason. But the second reason is I don't need it. I simply just don't need it. But what I do need is consistent income that is very consistent, where I can literally delegate stuff on a weekly basis rather than trying to, you know, jump through these hoops to manage a lifestyle that is simply unattainable. That is just it's living above your means. A lot of people do it. I've been guilty of it, and it has to come to an end. So here recently, that with this job, it's came to an end because I've been able to, even though it's not the job I would, absolutely want to brag to the world that I do. It's a job that provides enough income to support my lifestyle. Plus, I can see that there's going to be extra money to invest. And like I said, you have to start somewhere. And if you have a current portfolio and you're not adding to it, then you're basically talking to you're talking to somebody that learned that doesn't work. Because I'll be the first one to tell you, once I became basically, looking at my finances going, holy shit, I'm literally bankrupt. That's when I decided that I need to, do something about it, right? Or I'm going to face bankruptcy. And basically, I'm already in bankruptcy, basically, not legally, like by the courts, but pretty much, like pretty much bankrupt. So, um, that's what you learn when are living above your means, is that it's simply not sustainable, right? You can do it for some time. You can, build the portfolio up. You can live lavishly, and then fucking, you know, was I living lavishly? Not really. Not, I mean, honestly, not really. I mean, like, living lavishly is living in an apartment, driving a fucking piece of crap car. No, it's not, and it wasn't what I should have been doing. What I should have been doing was continuing my investments, and I would have, been way better off because I would have been having literally the last 3 years almost of monumental uh, growth in a variety of different coins. And I mean, we had, guys, we started this channel, if you don't remember, in the bear market, basically. I mean, I had started making videos when stuff was way up, and I, had a fucking over a quarter mil, and that was great. That was badass. I mean, I who wouldn't want to have 300 grand at your disposal just to buy whatever the fuck you want? Of course. So at that point in time, we started the channel, which was actually, it was after that we started the channel. We started the channel consistently, when we started doing videos, and I welcomed everybody back, was March of 2022. Okay, or wait, no, it was March 2023, because March 2022 I got fired. Okay, I got fired. I got fired from my employment. And you might say, well, dude, that's your fault for getting fired. But I was in a downward spiral already. The job that I was at, even though I had good money coming in, I wasn't happy doing it. I didn't matter. 2021 and 2022 were the greatest income that I made my entire life. And a lot of that was, none of that had to do with COVID. None of that was COVID crap or any of that stuff. Everybody else, made more money. I was doing the same things, work-wise, in the restaurants and in the real estate that I had been doing. So it didn't really, it really wasn't affected by any of those things. So my point is living above your means, at some point, if you don't figure out that you are, you'll find out that you are at some point, just because you're not going to be able to sustain the lifestyle that you think you can sustain, right? And that's what I'm saying. I was guilty of that. Basically, when I started the channel, I already knew that I was in deep trouble, right? And I remember telling you guys during the course of when I started this channel that, I'm not working. I'm hoping this works here with this crypto stuff, because I'm going to try not going back to work. And you know, here I am back at work, and I feel better back at work, honestly. I feel like I could take the next step into, you know, the next part of the work that I have to do, which is, you know, doing these live streams and telling you guys what's going on with my finances. That way, you know, I don't want people to think they're just out there alone. You know, people are out there just like me, that have, you know, the same fucking issues going on, you know, with their finances and just, you know, all the shit that they are losing, and, you know, all their coins that have gone down. I mean, there's a lot of people that watch this channel, guys, that are all in. You know, I know for a fact there are. You know, I mean, I have some dollars, right? I'm not dollarless, but you know, crypto. If it wasn't for crypto, guys, I would have been fucked probably 2 years ago. You know, I would have had nothing. I would have literally, when the economy switched, had I bought a house or something or whatever with my crypto gains, I would have probably been fucked because I would have lost my job. I wouldn't have been able to pay for the house. All my money would have been tied up in the house, and you know, the house prices wouldn't have gone up that much. And I was talking about this with Kinser the other day, you know, before he went to Florida, and I was saying, he was like, dude, if you just took out just all your crypto then, and then, you know, you bought some back, but it wouldn't have happened like that. I would have taken it all out and probably made a bad investment or a stupid investment in a house, and then I'd be sitting in a house, you know, not being able to afford it, and there's nobody to buy it. So like, you know, all I'm saying is I don't really look at it. I don't look at things pessimistically. Like, I look at them like, what did I learn from it? What did I, you know, how can I make it better? What do I do to, you know, put it back on course? And it's just, you know, you got to suck it up and not be a fucking pussy, really. I mean, that's just really all it comes down to, guys. You can't just give up and just be a giant fucking wussy man. And you know, that's how you do it. You know, it's really not that complicated to figure out, because if you just keep doing the same thing when you know that it's not working, at some point you're going to, you know, you're gonna hit the wall, and that's what it was with me. Is like, was going, I was just in denial about it until I hit the wall, hit the wall, hit the wall, and before you know it, you're fucking, you're having to restart basically your entire life at fucking almost 40 years old. So, you know, it's not the best thing to talk about, but you know, you guys need to know, that way you don't make the same mistake, because I know we have people much younger and people much older that are in the same boat or have, you know, been in this boat before. So, you know, nobody likes to fucking have to start over, but you know, it happens all the time. It happens to people all the time, and it can happen in your, you know, when you think you're retiring, right? People lose it all. You know, there's fucking, you know, there's no stopping it. There's no interference other than you putting it back on course, and that's exactly what we've done here recently, in the more recent weeks. But there's 52 weeks in a year, and you know, I wasted fucking 150 of them. You know, like 130 of them. So, you know, I've had 3 or 4 good weeks, but you know, we had a couple of good weeks then too. I guess it's been 100 weeks, but you know, 100 weeks of what? You know, no making investments, no making income, or you know, I told you guys I was buying crypto and just spending it. So I mean, it's basically, at that point, it's nothing, because you're just, you know, I bought like 4 or 5 big purchases in 2023. One, I think the biggest one was, I mean, it's like 11 grand or something like that. But that got spent in 3 fucking months, because, you know, you know, it's just, you bought the crypto. I don't know why I even bought it, because it, you know, went down and then I spent it. So, you know, it's the way it happens, right? It's not anybody's fault. It's not even my fault, really, because it just, you know, things change, and you can't fucking keep up with what you thought you could keep up with, right? You're just treading water until you drown, basically. So, um, see who's here. See who's in the chat here. So, guys, you are live here on the channel, live here on the chat, where these turn into more like crypto confession videos, which I think Mr. Fool was inquiring about at one point. So, it's just because we don't really have a show planned, guys, because it's so late. I mean, I usually go to bed, but mhm. The fact that crypto prices are, you know, they're kind of down right now, right? So we follow them, guys. We look at them. It's like we had a couple people in the chat here. Oh, Sheepax. What's up, Fool? What's up, Mr. Fool? We got Sheepax, our biggest fan. Joey, what's up? Practical Mail, what's good? What's good? So, guys, we got a list in the house. Good. What's good? What's good? So, we got Alyssa. We got Doug. Garrison, what's good, my man? Got our friend Mr. Fool. We got Joey. We got Lissa. We got who else is here? The Practical Mail. I've lived all over in Cali, in Southern California. Not really. Lived a couple places. Where did I live? I lived in Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, Irvine, Lake Elsinore, and where else have I lived? That's about all I can think of right now. I'm gonna be buying some Zcash on Wednesday. I get paid on Wednesday, so that's gonna be one of my things. I'll probably buy a little bit of Bitcoin Cash. Usually, guys, when I buy, when I these will I when I say I'm starting over, guys, I'm literally starting over. So what that means is what I used to do is I used to buy a variety of different coins every single week, and it was a few of them. Like I didn't start buying Dash and Zcash. Well, Zcash I did, but I didn't buy Dash and Neo till like way after you guys think, like probably like 2021. So, I've been buying Bitcoin Cash for quite a while, but I've spent pretty much, that Bitcoin Cash has been my number one spendable coin, because it's so easy to spend. It's so easy for me to get out of Bitcoin Cash, and some of these other coins that I have, they're just kind of locked up. Not in a sense where I can't touch them, but I'm not going to go through, you know, trying to liquidate those positions right now. So basically, what I do is I pay my bills. Now that I got my bills super low, and I don't have really any bills. Obviously, unless the car breaks, which every time it breaks, these cars are expensive. So, I mean, expensive for the current positioning I'm in, right? If I was making, 5, 7 grand a month, which is still nothing, then it wouldn't be expensive. But when you have no money coming in, it becomes very expensive very quickly, because you're just straight pulling from investments, right? To pay for your, you know, for stuff that is just you have to have, right? So what I would do is I will take my paycheck, right? Or I get tipped out as well. I get tips plus the paycheck, but the paycheck is the investment stuff, right? So I take my paycheck and pay everything that I need to pay, right? My rent, my fucking anything, phone bill or something like that. And then whatever I have left, because I'll be able to pay all my bills with one paycheck. So, um, you know, that will pay all my bills is one paycheck will cover all my bills. I get paid twice a month, so and I'll still have money left over from my one paycheck to pay, or I'll have enough money left over to still invest. But my next paycheck will be pretty much, all investments, because I make enough money off tips to, pay, living expenses, right? Like day-to-day stuff, gas, Gas is pretty expensive too. You know, it's a big cost. Um, Petrol and you know, food and stuff like that. You know, I mean that can add up. That could easily turn into to $50 to $70 a day, every single day. And you might say, dude, what do you eat? What do you eat? Well, dude, like put gas in your car, go buy some stuff, and see how much that costs. You know, it's 70, $80. So my point is yes, we're gonna have to make more money. You know, obviously, um, you know, I didn't want to go back to working a stable job, but you know, why not, right? It's better than just fucking spending all my investments and then having none and then having to go back and work that same job. So, you know, you just you have to come to your senses, man. You know, I had to come to my senses and was like, uh, do I wanna do I wanna really do this? Do I really want to uh, you know, not do I really want to go to work? I have to go to work, but I'm saying, do I really want to just sit around and just hope that this shit's going to work out with this crypto stuff? And like, it's never going to work out with the amount that I have. So, you know, I better make something work out in the meantime, right? So, like I said, I mean, I didn't want to go back to working at a restaurant. You know, that wasn't the goal. That was never the goal. But you know, if you go back and you watch the Wojak cartoon that I made, it's just that. You know, I'm living in this paradoxical world that is just it's incredibly challenging. I mean, it's like, you know, day every single day is incredibly challenging. Like it's you know, I would say being stressed out is an understatement. And you know, forcing yourself to basically do something that you don't want to do is pretty much the normal thing for me, right? It's just I don't want to do most of the stuff that I have to do. I didn't want to get on here and do this live stream. I didn't want to even get on here. So why'd you get on here? If you don't want to get on here, why'd you get on here? My point is uh for me, doing stuff that I don't want to do is the only way that I'm going to get ahead. You know, I'm not going to get ahead just fucking just taking it easy and, you know, having this illusion that things are good. Things are not good. Things have not been good for a while. And, you know, you just got to try to make it better. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do. If not, the other choice is to just give up, and then you just end up in a worse position. You can give up for a little bit. That's not going to fix anything because it's just going to resume right when you start again. So you just got to just you know, dust yourself off and you know, keep going. So do you like that, Sheepex? That's for you. It's for you. So just a lot of negative comments, man, from people. So thanks for you know, thanks for the negativity. Doug, why even pay rent? Just live in your car for a year, work, and put it all into crypto. No, I couldn't live in my car, Doug. I mean, no, I know people that have lived at their car, and I know people that you know, there's people on YouTube that make videos about it. But I couldn't live in a car, man. There's, you know, and I guess if I had to live in a car, I wouldn't have a choice. But, um, you know, I'm not willing to not have a place to live in my car to save a few bucks, you know, and a few bucks are minimal. I mean, you know, my room, you know, room and board, and here recently, you know, I just started having these car issues, guys. I didn't have car issues for quite a number of years. But I guess that's not really fair to say either because the three car issues I had with the Tesla were incredibly expensive. There was the struts, that was 7,800, and you know, then fucking the maintenance on all the little latches and stuff that break on them, that was probably another 2 grand. And you know, here recently the engine replacement, that was another almost 10,000. And then, you know, it was a $40,000 car when I bought it. It was fucking almost paid off. You know, if people, including myself, think that like you're not going to endure and not going to and problems are not going to occur. There's always going to be problems, guys. Always. And then the quicker that you realize that, the better off that you will be. I know that I'm going to have problems. I know that car that I have now is going to break more. I know that fucking prices on stuff is going to go up. I know that I'm going to likely not want to do this job I'm currently working at as time progresses forward. I know all this stuff. So you just have to put it at the front of your mind and make the adjustments to, work in your favor and say, hey, at least I got the car that works until it does break. At least I have the job to work at, even though it might not be what I want to be doing all the time. I mean, it's actually a pretty cool place. I actually like working there, but and then like I don't want to, and then also being like, oh, I don't want to have to think about the future work that I have to do to put myself in a better financial state. Like you don't even want to, I don't even want to do that. So it's like, so basically what you're saying is you don't want to do it. So basically what I'm saying is I don't want to do anything, and I want to reap all the rewards for, the person or the me that is going to do all those things. And I am going to do all this stuff that I'm talking about, guys. I mean, obviously, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not going to give up on fucking life, because if you give up on life, what do you have? You have no life. You're just fucking sitting there like nothing happening, no money coming in, no investments, no nothing. And at that point, life gets pretty real very quickly, and then you end up in a worse position. So that's kind of my bit, guys. I mean, that's kind of what we're talking about here tonight, and it's more of a rant, I guess, but it's just because it gets super late like this, and I go to bed fairly early, and it's been a long day, so just being able to come on here and seeing what's going on is good, but it turns into more of just me telling you, the problems, and then there'll always be problems. Their time will not go by where you don't have problems. And if you don't have money problems, you have problems with something else. Your car will break, or your fucking your kidneys will fail, or whatever, your family members will die. There will always be problems, guys. And if you accept that and you just realize that you're in the inferno all the time, in this place that we call the world, you will adapt to that and you will make significant strides in the right direction all the time. And that's what I do, guys. You just have to be able to be okay with identifying the problems. And the problem was, for me, was basically for fucking 2 years, I wasn't making significant progress in the my earnings and my wage, my yearly income. That was a big problem. So now I'm starting over again, new portfolio, new investments, and then hopefully by the time I do reach 40, that's just my own calendar. And there's people much younger on the channel watching. There's people much older that are in far better and worse positions than I am. So you just have to make that, you have to make that decision that, this crypto stuff is what you want to do, that you see a future in this stuff. And then also, other investments too. Like I'm going to get back into, probably, like I said, doing options trading, and, trying some leverage trades with some crypto stuff. I might do them, here on the channel if they pan out, but if they won't, you won't hear about them, because a lot of them won't pan out. A lot of, you start doing those kind of crypto trades, a lot of the stuff that you're going to do is probably not going to work out. But when you do have one work out, it makes up for a lot of the ones that you lost money on, right? So that's kind of like my year and a half plan out. I want to boost my income up to, like I said, over 150 grand a year. And that starts with this little restaurant job that I got, where I'm at least able to cover my bills and start investing again. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good job, and I'm making way more money than I was. And, I'm not making as much as I was making, a couple years ago, but it's a starting point. That's what I'm saying. You have to start somewhere. I was literally just, I mean, I had my fucking my gym membership for a year, and that was great. Working out and doing, getting fucking huge and all that stuff. That was super fun, and I'll definitely do that again. But it wasn't making me any money, right? It didn't make me any money living in an area that was super expensive like Irvine, in a luxury apartment for 3,000 a month, with just that being the fucking rent, plus my fucking $1,000 car payment with insurance and food and just fucking having a life. I was spending like probably 8 grand a month, and not saving any. So, I don't want to say it was a waste, because I mean it was a lot of fun, to be honest. I mean it was really a lot of, I was having the time of my life, honestly. But it still comes with the remorse of not, having to restart over. You just have to, I have to be okay that I'm having to restart over. It's just, it sucks. I was doing really, really good. And then in 2023, it unwound very quickly. And it was just, 2024 sucked, probably like one of the worst years. And 2025 seems to be off to a pretty good start, and then 2023 we started the channel, in 2000, we made a lot of progress here on the channel, with just getting our feet wet with it and stuff. And I'm still learning this stuff. So at some point when we get the income coming back, we'll be all right. Things will get better, and if they don't get better, then I'll make additional steps to make them better, right? So let's drop into the comments. I know we had people reaching out. Let's see what you guys are saying here. So it's basically just SheepX talking tonight. It's just talking crap. I don't know why you're even here, man, or woman. Like, if you don't like the channel, I don't know why you comment more than anybody and help the channel out, but thanks, I guess. So SheepX says Jazzy, Jasmine, Doge, XRP, ADA, 10% of your bag. Okay, well, what's the other 90%? BTC? Okay, I mean, what do you want me to say? Well, I don't think that's bad. I just, like, SheepX, your problem is you're always trying to put yourself up here. When you're on the channel, we're all right here. There's no up here. I'm not up here. I'm right here with everybody. So, this person, SheepX, I unban you. I unbanned everybody in the channel, so everybody has a voice. And I'll let it keep going. But my point is like, why put yourself up here? You're not up here, man. Come back down here. That's where everybody here is, here on the channel. I don't care how much I don't care how many Bitcoins you have. Okay? I don't care how many dollars you have. I don't really care if what coins you have. All I care about is, are you getting new coins? Are you getting something out of this channel? Why put people down is my thing. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't put people down. I mean, I don't see the point. What do I get out of putting somebody else down? What the fuck? It's Onyxcoin. Are you on drugs, bro? No, I'm not on drugs. I'm just tired. It's been a long day, guys. I mean, I work in a restaurant. It's fucking busy, even though it was dead as hell tonight. But yeah, I mean, like, Onyxcoin was a coin that I saw up. I know that a lot of people here on the channel watch Caesar Gets Crypto, and he has been talking about this coin. I told you guys in a live stream a couple days ago. He called this coin. It's up like 1,000% or something crazy, or 800, 500% in the last month or two. And he kept calling this coin too. I watch his videos, and he was calling this coin, and I never really looked into it, and it went up hardcore I want to say last month or a couple weeks ago, and you know, it's been a top rebounding coin. So I just put it in the, the coins that I put in when I do the crypto world live stream, guys. It's so that people part of those communities will hopefully find the channel. Steemdollars, Steem, Qtum, and Onyxcoin were the 24-hour gainers on World Coin Market Cap. That's usually where I pull the and if I could show you, but unfortunately got a black screen here tonight because we're we came on here kind of last minute. So, but yeah, World Coin Index is where I go to pull the numbers on stuff. I just like how it resets the same time every day, and that's the top 100 coins. I don't follow Coin Market Cap, guys, just simply because a lot of the coins that Binance lists as coins, it's just I like World Coin Index. I've always liked it. CoinGecko, Coin Market Cap, some of these other ones are good, but I like World Coin Index because it has the coins that I like looking at. So I mean, SheepX, the thing is like Bitcoin, BTC, I hear what you're saying, and I know that you're very persistent in always saying the same thing. So I understand that because I do too. But if you like Bitcoin, great, bro. They're like I like Bitcoin too. That's what got me into crypto. But like again, you're not up here just because you hold Bitcoin. Come back down here, back where everybody is, and just chill, man. It's like if you like Bitcoin, great. That's great. A lot of people do. It's why it's the #1 market cap coin with a price of $100,000 a coin. I own Bitcoin, so I don't. I mean, I don't. It's you can be into Bitcoin. You could be into Jasmy or Cardano or any of the other coins, but I mean, it's just like, what is the point of putting the coins down that I like? It's dumb. You should stop that stuff. Uh, I don't know about Bellcoin. SheepX is up 500K on Bitcoin. That's great. Yeah, I mean that's great. I wish I had 500K right now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you only got 500K, man, and you're not working, that'd be a problem. I'd be working. I'd have to at least have over $1 million to not be working, and I'd still be working. So it doesn't matter if you have 500K, man. That 500K is not that much money anymore, SheepX. So if you think you made it because you have a half a mil, you haven't made it. And just because you haven't made it that far, and I have not made it that far, I could still tell you I would not be satisfied at 500K. You know, and if some of my coins go up just 5x, I'll be right there with you, SheepX. So yeah, 500K is your profit. So how much were you in for? 50K? Were you up 10x? That's what Bitcoin's up for the last 5 years. So, it's all right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's getting late over here. Drop it in the comments if you got any last minute things, but it's probably just gonna be SheepX just bragging again. Dogecoin is a fork from Bells. Bells was created for Doge. I don't know about any of that stuff. Bells coin. I never heard any of that shit. But all right, guys, we're gonna take off. Appreciate you guys. We got the QR code in the top right corner. I would tell you to send me some Bitcoin, but I think that costs you about $1.25 right now to do. We do have that Bitcoin Cash QR code in the top right corner, guys. If you like what you hear on the channel, if you like the rants, things like that, we'll be doing another live stream probably tomorrow. I'm trying to get videos coming out, but it's just kind of tough, man, when you have a lot of life events happening. So I don't expect that to get any easier, but we'll try to get some videos coming out. Drop it in the comments and shoot me a comment or whatever. Give me some ideas for some videos. But we're running on a very thin I don't know if we'd be calling it a thin budget, but a very tight regimen, guys. And it's going to be like this probably for a while, until I can get a little bit more things going that I want to be doing. Some of these things, including for one, getting back into a gym. I know it sounds stupid, but I miss going to the gym, so I'm gonna join this gym down the street here probably the next week or two, and try to, now that I got my work schedule kind of not set in stone, but kind of set in stone, I'll be able to try to introduce some type of scheduling. I know a lot of people want videos. Right when they wake up, they want to watch the videos because I know what you guys want to watch, and I know it. I know we're only going probably at probably 20-30% of our capacity, but we're going, what we're doing here is the best we can do under the circumstance. I mean, I have to be realistic, guys. I tried the channel for 2 years, so now it's got to go back a little bit on the priority list if I want to have a crypto portfolio. If not, I have the channel and I got no fucking crypto portfolio, which is the stupidest. There are YouTubers that do that. I believe that there are a lot of YouTubers that have crypto channels that don't have a crypto portfolio, but for me, I gotta have the crypto coins being purchased ongoingly, or it's just the channel. I'm not gonna have enthusiasm to do the channel. So that's kind of the way this works. So, like I said, I'll probably have it sorted out here in a couple weeks. I think. I think now that like I said, I got my work schedule and, things are starting to get going over there. I'll be able to get a little bit more active on YouTube again. I mean, I felt like the last 6 or 7 months have not been really, what I've wanted to really do anyways. So, good riddance, we'll be able to start over there too. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Appreciate you guys. Take care.